I don't care if they made a sex tape and she was hanging off the balcony. Don't fumble that bag, Riot. It's not worth it.
Hot tea, hot tea, hot tea, hot tea, hot tea.
Ice Spice is getting exposed on a Saturday, all right? So Ice Spice's real best friend, okay? So this girl is claiming she's her real best friend, not the other girl who's been running around with Ice Spice. If y'all know Ice Spice, she been running around with a girl named Cleo. So it's another girl named Baby Storm who is exposing Ice Spice for a lot of shit. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. And some of it, we going to kind of glide by because I feel like a lot of this is her being petty. She upset with Ice. They friendship is going down the drain and she's trying to get back at her. But, you know, we don't care about everything. We care about the stuff that's important. So she said Ice is a colorist. She said Ice was hating on this other girl, Tjay, a rapper. I'm not too familiar with her, but I think I heard of her before. And she also said Ice cheated on her boyfriend, Riot. And I told y'all, who was the first nigga to tell y'all that Riot was her boyfriend? I told y'all that a while ago, all right? And so we gonna get into all of this right now. So we gonna start with the, you know, she was talking about, well, I'm her real best friend. She been running around with this girl named Cleo, but Cleo is Haitian. She been fake to Cleo, so she showed these DMs where I guess she was talking crazy about Cleo and talking to one girl about the other girl. So she talking to her real best friend about her fake best friend. That's cool. We don't really care too much about that. What we do care about is this. So somebody asked her, is Isis a colorist? Because Ice Spice's real name is Isis, okay? And it's spelled I-S-I-S, okay? So she took the name Ice Spice. And so, I kind of like when your real name kind of rhyme with your rap name. Is that just me? Or am I tripping? Am I dick sucking? No Diddy? Anyway. So this is supposed to be the DMs that prove that Isis or Ice Spice is a colorist, all right? So we gonna zoom in. So she's supposed to be talking about Tjay, and she said, but then she'll be like, I'm dark-skinned, so I always have to work harder than everyone else. And then another part, she says, which I understand, but let's not act like she not one of the chosen dark skins because she does benefit from pretty privilege still and for being skinny. Now, like I said, she's talking about this Tjay girl, and I guess in these DMs, they were talking about her single, this song right here called Booty Drop, okay? So that's what they was talking about in these DMs. Now, also, when Storm is releasing all of this, if you look at these messages, Storm and Ice Spice are both, making comments about this girl Tjay. So she exposing herself and Ice Spice at the same time. But, later on she talks about how she told Ice that I'm going to really get you back and because we went through all of this stuff in our relationship and one day I'll expose you to the world. Okay, so that's her whole mission. And Storm continues to talk about Ice Spice is a colorist, but she also said she is also fatphobic. I never heard of this term, fatphobic, but I'm learning a lot of new stuff because I heard it was a church of big backs. I saw a dude reading from a big back Bible. It's a lot of stuff going on in the fat community that I wasn't aware of, and I'm in the damn community. But anyway, she said, and many other things other than fatphobic. By the way, I'm only telling you guys about 1% of it. Believe it or not, this is nothing. Peep, Shea Butter community, she is referring to dark skins. Now, hearing this dark skinned woman constantly use the term dark skins is kind of funny too, because it's like, Storm, you're dark skinned too. Just to give y'all a reference, this is Storm, and she keeps using the term dark skins. So going back to this, you see at the very bottom, Isis says, the Shea Butter Twitter community praying on my downfall. Now, let's stop this right here and pause because none of this shit that she showed is really damning to me about her being a colorist. Okay, she said dark skins. Like this stuff going back to these messages that she put out about when she was talking about Tjay. I don't feel like any of this stuff is like her using some real, horrible dark skin slander. You know what I mean? She said dark skins. Oh my God. oh my God, this means she hates dark-skinned people. I'm assuming if Ice Spice is black, somebody in her family is dark-skinned, okay? Just because she used the term dark skin and she's talking about another girl who's a rapper and using that term, like, I don't feel like she just proved to the world that Ice Spice hates dark-skinned people and she should be canceled. Because a lot of people looking at this like, girl, you hating. And some people looking at this like it's always a dark-skinned girl hating on a light-skinned girl. That's what some people in the streets are saying. Now, this is where the real tea begins, because this is where Baby Storm exposes Ice for cheating on her man, Riot, okay? And I told y'all, he wasn't just a DJ. He been smashing Ice, I think, since the beginning. So it says EJ, Riot, is her producer and boyfriend since... Goddamn dog in my background. It says EJ is her producer and her boyfriend since 2019. He was the real mastermind behind her career and the one who pushed her to rap. She cheated on him with Tjay. Now, remember when Ice Spice was running around with Lil Tjay? I think he bought her a Richard Mille watch. We should have knew that they was doing something. Like, that's another thing too. Like, I don't think Riot was dumb. I think he had to see that Ice and Lil Tjay had something going on. He wouldn't just get her a Richard Mille $500,000, $250,000 watch because he liked her music, right? She said she cheated on him with Tjay and then rapped about it on their song together. If you don't believe me, just go back and read the lyrics to Gangsta Boo. But this time, read carefully. They were talking about him. She knows no loyalty, even to the only person who has always been there for her, Riot. But I thought you was her best friend. I thought you was her true best friend who always been there for her. So Riot is the true best friend. Is it you, Storm, or Riot? But let's look at these DMs. Because once again, this exposure is kind of weak. So all she did was show that she told Riot that Ice Spice cheated on him. So she said, Ice has cheated on you with Tjay in 2022 and lied to your face about it. And then she had the audacity to sing about it on Gangsta Boo, the song you produced. Now, damn, now if he produced the song, that hurt a little more too. But like I said, if Tjay was buying her a Richard Mille, that nigga couldn't have been too oblivious, right? Ask her about it. She was in love with him for almost a year. I'm sorry. It happened the night she slept in TJ's bed while you were in the house. Damn. Like, so she got all the tea, okay? Now, this is basically where she puts out this long-ass paragraph that I'm assuming that she sent to Ice Spice. And it's talking about their friendship and knowing each other in high school and Ice, trying to mess up her career and all this other stuff. Y'all can pause and read it. It's all over Twitter and online as well. It's on this girl's Twitter page. But I think the most important part is when we get to the end of this, because this is what I was talking about earlier. At one part, she says, I want to make it clear that you are not my friend. And when the time comes, I will expose you to the world. The real person you truly are. Count your days. So she had been planning this the whole time. Now, like I told y'all, people are online eating her up because they saying, you basically hating on Ice. You just mad that she made it and you didn't. You probably would like Ice to take care of you because your career didn't pop off. That's what I added in. But this is her response to the haters because the Barbs is on her neck. So the Barbs is still defending Ice Spice, okay? So the beef between Nicki and Ice, that's an alleged beef. It has not stopped the Barbs from supporting Ice Spice, apparently, because Baby Storm said, by the way, guys, don't worry about the hate I'm getting because the only people hating on me are the Barbs, which is probably not true. It's probably more people hating on you because Ice Spice is really loved by a lot of people, not just the Barbs. She got her own fan base. Like Ice Spice is out here with Taylor Swift. It might be some Swifties on your ass too, Baby Storm. Anyway, who I don't give a flying fuck about. Nicki Minaj is also evil. Did you meet Nicki? And the Barbs hating don't even know that Ice's only used her for a feature. So hold on. Oh my God, she just shocked the world. Ice Spice used Nicki Minaj for a feature. I'm gonna shock the world and give y'all a little bit of tea too. Nicki Minaj used Ice Spice for a feature. Oh my God, that's the hot tea. Not only did Ice use Nicki for the feature, look, Nicki used Ice for the feature too. She's really dropping tea. Come on, like this shit. That's why she attacked Lotto. Now she trying to bring Lotto into it. So now she trying to bring up the beef between Lotto and Ice Spice. We know they've been going back and forth lately as well. Lotto has always been her biggest nightmare and competition. She was jealous of her for years because Lotto is who Isis was pretending to be. Now see, now we gotta pause. Because, you know, some people were saying that Lotto was copying off of Ice Spice. And when I look at their styles, Lotto acts like somebody from down south, and Ice Spice acts like somebody from, you know, up north, from New York, okay? Like, I don't even look at them. I don't think, you know, I don't know about that one. She purposely used Nicki so she could get a feature and surpass Lotto. And she used Nicki and the Barbs to do so. But keep defending her, Barbs. Like, she keep forgetting that Ice Spice had a feature from the biggest artist in the world. Taylor Swift. Like, she just keep like I get it. She got the Nicki feature first, but it's almost like she trying to diminish her too. Only thing Ice Spice did big was do the feature with Nicki Minaj. That's how I'm kind of reading it. She also said this: Lotto rose to fame because of her talent and talent only. Ice rose to fame because she sold her soul. She knew she would never have a fraction of the amount of talent that Lotto has. So she attacked her on purpose to get a Nicki feature. So she's saying she attacked her, what, to show Nicki that I don't like Lotto either, so we can kind of click up? Is that what she's saying? So the Barbs would turn on Lotto. It hurt her career because Lotto is a rapper and they have the same fan base. But I'm not a rapper, so the Barbs can't touch my career. But earlier she said something that Ice was trying to stop her from making it. Hold on. Yeah, look, she said, Isis did everything in her power to make sure my career would never take off. She did everything you could possibly think of and more. But I'm not afraid of her anymore. This is the truth. So, you know, you talking about you not a rapper, but you wanted to do something, whatever your career was. I would assume is music. You look like some kind of emo black girl, like a goth black girl. I don't know. But, you know, that's pretty much all the tea with this situation that we got right now. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. This is kind of a lame exposure. It's kind of lame. It does give off jealousy. I'm mad. You know, and I think a lot of celebrities could be put in this situation if somebody had the audacity to try to be like, I'm going to expose them. People get famous. They stop fucking with certain people. And then those certain people get angry. And if you put a camera or a microphone or somebody, you know, dares to go to Twitter and expose them, you know, I think it's a lot of people who have been through this same situation. It's just the fact that they probably wasn't as popular as Ice Spice. So the person trying to expose them, you know, it didn't get any traction. But I'm sure somebody tried to expose the baby, Lil Baby. It's some niggas all over the internet trying to expose the celebrity that they went to school with. We see this shit all the time. And this is, you know, her and Ice went to high school together. I think I mentioned that earlier, but they was high school, you know, friends. And so she's coming back now and she mad. Still kind of corny to me. I think the biggest tea was that Riot shit, right? But ain't no way in the world that Lil Tjay gave her a Richard Mille watch and he thought they was just friends. And if you in his position, Look, y'all getting rich together, y'all making money. I wouldn't give a fuck if she smashed Lil Tjay. I'm being honest with you. Riot is winning right now. And, you know, I look at him, no offense to him, he might be bisexual. He might be creeping around doing some things of his own. You know, like, because he kind of seems very soft-spoken. I don't know him, and no disrespect. I'm sorry, Riot, if you see this, you know, like, you know, but just maybe take the bisexual shit out of it. You know, maybe he got some side chicks of his own. Is that better? And here's my thing. Every nigga who is involved with a rapper and you think that one day she's going to be successful and she make it and she pop, you do not want to be like Safari. You do not want to fumble the bag like Safari. Because I know every day for the rest of Safari's life, he thinks about how he fumbled Nicki Minaj. If that nigga could have just held it down, if he could have just maintained the friendship, his life would be totally different. But he was too busy, you know, putting his little emotions over the bag. I don't know what Nicki did. I don't know if Nicki cheated on him. Apparently, he was cheating on Nicki too. But he should have at least maintained the business relationship. And that's what Riot should be doing. And he also from New York, just like Safari and Nicki. You know, it's almost like a similar situation to Safari and Nicki. And I hope Riot do not fumble the bag. I don't give a fuck if she fucked Tjay. I don't care if they made a sex tape and she was hanging off the balcony. Don't fumble that bag, Riot. It's not worth it. It's not. Let me know what y'all think about this. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Peace.